Thank you, wonderful viewers, for visiting us for another episode of Faces of Founders. Today we have Student Council member Kiara Glynn joining us. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to be a guest.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. In your student council position, what kinds of tasks do you engage yourself with?
So for the second time in a row, I am this year's VP Social. So some events I have done is Murder Mystery House. We have done giveaway prizes that we do to give back to the students. So like we give them iPads, headphones, laptops, whatever they need to get by through university. Mm-hmm. And we also have done a stress kind of relief pack for like exams. So we gave halls, a blanket, some tea bags, and highlights because we know how stressful exams could be. So we kind of made it something that could relieve them and also help them study. What else have we done? We have done guess the candy. So in those prizes, we gave like $100 Visa gift cards and other stuff along that. And yeah, we just done a lot of online events as of now because COVID, we haven't been able to do in person. So hopefully next year, I'm praying that we'll be able to do more in-person events and I get to see everybody's faces again.
Most of the events, they turn off their cameras?
Yeah, they have their cameras off, but I understand. I sometimes have my camera off too. It's very hard to be on Zoom. Like you're on Zoom for class for 3 hours and then you have to come to an event where you have to be on Zoom. So it's understandable. I don't force them to put their cameras on, but it's nice to see everybody's faces. But I'm just glad they come because it just shows that they are interested in the events that we have planned.
Yeah. Which would you say your top 3 events of all time you've ever done?
We haven't, it's not really a Zoom event, but the giveaway prizes that really got everybody interactive and online because it was just interesting to see. I was thinking that not much people, like I'll get maybe 50 comments. No, it was like more than 100. And I'm very happy that we're able to give back to our founders community because that's what the main thing I care about is giving back to our community and making them feel welcome within founders. Like they're making sure there's a place for everybody, no matter who they are, what they present themselves as.
Amazing. And like 100, what do you mean? Like 100 participants came or?
Like 100 like comments. Like I was basically they had to comment like
on the post?
Yeah, like they had to tag their friends or tag other constituents to let them know. So like it was really good to see.
Yeah, people love giveaways. I know.
Yeah.
Look for those hashtag giveaways, hashtags on.
I wish I could have joined, but I'm the one hosting it, so I can't.
Were the people like shocked when they won? Like I would be shocked if I won a laptop. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, some people were really surprised because I try to make sure it's not biased. So I do like a random generator that picks a name. And I even show it on the stories to let them know like this is them. It's not me picking it. It's a generator. So like when people found out, they wonder like, really? I actually won? I'm like, yes, you just look at the story. And I'm like, just be happy you won. Like you get a free tablet or whatever. Cause like sometimes it's very hard during this time since we couldn't work and everything being locked down. So it was nice to know that they needed this stuff and we were able to provide it.
Yeah, it's quite an awesome prize pack there. The student 101 prize pack. That's phenomenal. Even if you've had some in-person events, because I know sometimes at the university they had periods where it was fully locked down and then there was periods where it was in person. So have you had any in-person events that you liked a lot?
I would say because I was also chair for this year, and it was kind of like online and also in person. So one event I would say I like really much was the York tour, where everybody got to see where maybe their classes are, where they could go to study, where they could go to hang out. Because like being a first year is kind of, and especially first time coming in person, you're going to feel lost. So it was good to know that they enjoyed it and they were able to learn about the different areas within York. And then for those that weren't able to come in person for that event, we did a live story on our Instagram page. So they were even able to answer questions, ask questions there, and we went to the places they wanted to go.
Yeah, those tours are very helpful because the campus is so big, and for first year students, yeah, it's you really have to find your way, and your map and asking people directions will be your best friend for the first few weeks. Um, I even seen they're doing like virtual tours now, so that's great. And yeah, so thanks for providing the assistance because all first years definitely need it. It's a great assistance.
I know I needed it. So luckily I was able to give it to them.
Yeah. And even if any first years are watching that or future students, well, if you're in first year this year, you would have been probably oriented by now, but first years coming in, like definitely don't be afraid to ask people when you're walking. Like most people have a good sense of where they're going. So like if you're asked want to ask where something is, just ask them.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem.
Please tell us about the program that you're currently studying in.
So I am currently doing the bachelor's in educational studies. So right now, what that degree can do for me is I could work within the school board or an actual school and doing like office work for now. But I will be transferring into the consecutive program, which will give me the opportunity to actually work with students as a teacher. So once I get into that and I get that degree, I really hope to work with elementary school students because my mother, she works in a daycare center and I've been in that system my whole life. And I love being with children. I love helping them. And I even got to volunteer there and we did like arts and craft and I helped them with their homework. And it was like really nice to see how appreciated they were of me to come there, show them different things, even letting like the grade eights at the time know like what's high school going to be like for them, even if they didn't go to the same school as me, like what it will be like maybe another school up north or east, wherever they are, but knowing that it's going to happen in the same area and just make sure you feel comfortable where you are.
Yeah, for sure. And do you find what do you find is what we can say for both age groups? What the younger elementary students appreciate and find most engaging for them. That can be in, for example, videos, you taking the time to help them one on one, or a certain activity like that really you find elevates their mood and keeps them interested, and also more older elementary students, so older and younger elementary students. What would you say?
Well, from the daycare, I work with both kind of grades, like kindergarten and older students. So when it came to the kindergarten students, it seems like they were more appreciative of like playing, because sometimes obviously in school you're more focused on doing certain things. So when it was time to like come together, we would do different activities like patty cake. We do like we would paint our hands and put it on paper and like put it all together to say like we're all family or we're all together. And then with the older kids, they were more appreciative of me helping them with their work, because sometimes they may not get that extra help at school, or sometimes everybody knows parents are busy, they're working. So sometimes they may need extra help at home, but sometimes they're not offered that. So when they had my help, they really appreciate that and they learn a lot more than what usually they're taught. So I taught them my way and they found that more easier for them than what may be taught in class actually.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like some people have tutoring and are able, to have afford after school tutoring. It's some can't, and maybe your parents are really busy. So yeah, volunteer tutors, I can imagine how much they're appreciated. Yeah, I remember those days of playing in kindergarten. I was thinking more of it when you were sharing it there. Patty cake. I haven't thought about that in a long time. And
Yeah, because they don't really, obviously teachers can't really interactive like that in classrooms because you can't give your time to each student. You have to help everybody.
Yeah.
So like they really liked it when I give like each of them a time to play or like do a different activity with them. It was like really good to see that big smile on their face.
Did they know patty cake already, or you had to teach them?
They knew patty cake. I would sometimes teach them like maybe ring around the rosy, because some of
Oh, I
them
didn't know that. Is that are we old now? Is that like not in anymore?
I don't know. A lot of them are like into like technology. They're all on their phones. So like when I taught
the kindergartens don't have phones, right?
well, like they don't have the phones with them, but like obviously when their parents give it to them, that's when they have it.
Yeah.
So like they may not know some of the things I've shown them. So like when I let them know, they're like, "This is fun." I'm like, it just surprised me. Like, you guys don't know this? What? Am I like too old for you guys?
Yeah.
I'm like not that old.
But that makes sense, yeah, because they often play games on the technology, so they probably maybe wouldn't have known of some other things. Like, yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, the generations are changing right now. It's not all drawing and playing outside. It's all technology.
Yep, and they got drawing apps and everything, and the esports. So I know when I was a kid, always playing sports all the time.
Same.
Until grade 2. Well, obviously when I was older, people didn't play outside so much anymore, but I was always at school playing sports. You played sports too?
Yeah, I played like basketball, volleyball, and a lot of people think this is not a real sport, but ultimate frisbee. Yeah, that sport was the most challenging and fun.
Ultimate frisbee, does it have any equipment or anything? I don't think it does.
No, just the basic beach type frisbee you guys would play wherever you are, and then since it's mostly on grass like a football field,
Yeah,
you would need cleats like you would for soccer.
cleats. Okay, I didn't know that. That's amazing. And fellow athlete. That's always awesome to hear.
Yeah.
What would be your dream job position after graduating university? Well, you kind of mentioned it. These kind of overlap sometimes, but that's okay.
But specifically to say I want to teach, I would say either grade 1 to grade 3, because I feel like, to me, I feel like I can make a more connection to them at a younger age. Like they will be able to understand certain things and then bring it with them later on in the years.
Foundational, yeah.
Yeah, and then because I just find them, they're just fun to interact with, because the way their minds work, they just speak on what they know and they just say whatever, and it's kind of like interesting to hear like, oh, that's what you think, especially when it comes to like what do they want to be. They always say, I want to be a princess, I want to be a king, I want to be a firefighter. It was like so cute to see. Yeah, I've heard that before, like even in my little years they say king, and it's so cute to hear
that's really cool
to hear them hear that, because like they obviously they don't know what real jobs are as of yet, but it's good to see that they have that type of imagination, unlike some other kids, they can't imagine that stuff.
Yeah, they definitely speak what's on their mind at that age. I know, no filter.
Yeah,
it's
funny. Yeah, it's very funny where they just say random, and it's just like, okay, continue.
Yeah. So I know that's what you want to do, but like do you want to do that like as long as you possibly can, or do you have like an ultimate dream fantasy job that you maybe want to do if you could have the opportunity to do that later on?
I think I want to do it as long as I can.
Oh, great.
And I know sometimes it is difficult for teachers to find a job within the city, and they either have to go like up north or somewhere farther to do teaching. So I'm willing to do that as well. But if the odds are not in my favor, I've done TV show stuff before. So like this summer, I work with a TV show that came out called Mayor of Kingstown.
Mayor of Kingstown. Well, this is really cool. Okay, please tell me more.
Yeah, so my position was the COVID ops, they would say, so like police ops, COVID ops. So we were just making sure that everybody has their mask on and signing people in. So like if any of the viewers know like Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye in Marvel, I met him. He was like the main character in it. Hugh Dillon, if you guys seen Flashpoint, he was there, and he's also the producer of the show. So like it was a really great experience. We got to go like all around Toronto, Scarborough, Brampton, even Kingston. So like it was really interesting to do. And like they even told me like, if you ever think of doing this profession, let us know. So like that's always my backup in my head. So like if anything, but I really would like to teach between grade 1 and 3.
That's a really cool summer job. I can't imagine people's reactions when you told them that.
Yeah, they were very surprised. I'm like, yeah, it was fun, but you lose a lot of sleep because obviously production, they got to go off what they need. So they got to do it at this time, this time, this time. So like sometimes I will be up at like 3 in the morning to start work at 4, and I wouldn't even finish till like 10 p.m. So like it was tiring, but it was like a really great experience.
So like sometimes in one day you work from like 4 to 10 p.m. Is that what you're saying in one day?
Yeah, like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Is it because they need certain, I mean, I don't know, I'm asking you, do they need certain shots with lighting and stuff? Is that why?
Yeah, so like depending on how much they got done during the day, if they had it on time, and like they needed like people like from my department. So
Yeah.
they would, so say like they didn't get a shot in right now, so they'll probably do a shot that happens later on in the nighttime.
Okay.
That's when they would do it, and we would need to stay longer.
Wow, very fascinating. I don't think I ever know someone that worked on or met someone that worked on a TV set support. That's really cool.
Yeah, I was even surprised when my cousin told me about it. I was like, "Oh, you sure I could do this?" He's like, "Yeah, they're hiring right now." So I'm like, "Okay, let me try this out." And it was really surprisingly fun. Like you got, everybody was very friendly, and they kind of like show you the ropes no matter what department they were in. It was like really interesting to see like how a TV show is made.
Yeah, that's great resume experience. Again, thank you so much for telling us about that. It's really, really off the charts cool.
No problem. I know some people are very surprised when I say it. So like it's good to let people know that there's different job opportunities out there.
Yeah, thank you. What inspires you to help students have a fulfilling university experience through your duties with student council?
Um, I would have to say like in high school, because I got a lot of support and help from like teachers within the school. So like it was really fulfilling to see them like actually take time out of their day to help students and like get to know them more than just typical, hey, you're Kiara, you're a student. So like that's what I try to do with like founders and everybody there. I want to get to know them. I don't want to know the basics. You could tell me more about yourself, or you could tell me little. I don't mind, but I would like to know that you feel comfortable here, and that you know that you don't need to feel like you're that one mice that doesn't like fit in. So like that's one main thing that really draws me to council, is trying to help everybody feel comfortable and get to where they need to be.
Universities can be very stressful and all the stuff people that they have to do. So when you can help ease someone's burden in some way, that's great.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like the international students, because I know a lot of international students are within the program that's under founders. So like they sometimes don't interact with everybody that's in the lounge per se. So like I try to make them like welcome, like come in, you guys can enjoy the space too. Is for everybody, that's no matter whether you're founders, Vanier, or just somebody that's coming like say from even Osgood. You guys are welcome here.
Oh, thank you for welcoming spirit in what you do.
I try to bring it every day.
Amazing. All right, and our unifying question: what inspires you to study the subject field that you have chosen?
I would have to say, because as I said, my mother, she's a daycare worker, and like I sometimes watch her with the kids like after school when I'm coming home. And it's like really funny and enjoyable to see like how playful she is with them, or how even though she's not like per se a teacher, she's still teaching them on like different stuff. Like she works in like the baby room, so that's like between zero months to 18 months. And she's like teaching them like different colors or like trying to identify different animals. So like that's what always drew me to like trying wanting to help like children. So not per se being like a daycare worker, but like maybe I could try and do it in a school. And then I started doing like tutoring, helping out even in her workplace. And that what really drawn me to like, yeah, I want to be a teacher.
Well, yeah, your mom must be a very must take a lot of energy to take care of kids like it does for anyone, but especially like 0 months to 18 months. That's taking care of many of them. So but she inspired you, and I'm sure it's very rewarding for her as well. And I'm sure she gets a lot out of it.
Yeah, I'm her main source of income after retirement, so I gotta try and do my part.
Oh, wait, she retires. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Well, maybe, who knows, maybe one day, well, you want to work in the school, so I don't know, maybe someday, well, you can still volunteer there at the same daycare center if you like later on. Yeah. All right, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of your amazing and interesting experiences. And I did not expect to say you worked on a TV show, but if you all want to check out that show, you can do that. And yeah, best of luck with the semester, and hope you achieve that goal of being a teacher, and continue helping with the younger kids, which you already do. So thank you again for taking the time to come on.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed this.
Oh, you did. Thank you so much. I try my best to make it enjoyable. All right. Thank you, viewers, and thank you. I just want to say thank you for your continued support and for watching the show. Please leave a like, comment. We would appreciate it. All right. Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all.